click on avatar. So I'm inside the table. I'm going to go up to data
I'm gonna be
here,
looking at
click
Excel
on data,
stuff, so.
and now click, and it adjusts all the rows to fit nicely on.
How you doing,
So that's a
Say?
quick tip. I do
Did
use
you eat
it a
your
lot,
dinner?
especially if I'm copying and pasting over from different spots. And this way I can just simply correct all the widths in a hurry. Flash fill and autofill are both great time-saving features inside Microsoft Excel. So if I was typing a list and I already had these email lists here, and if I went over to here and I just start typing the first name, and as soon as I go down to the next one and start typing, notice it starts to fill in my choices and fill in the rest of the column there.
Thank
because
you.
it
Hey,
recognized the
Brooke.
pattern, how it did first name,
Hey,
last name.
Brooke.
And all I have to do is hit enter at this point, and it fills in the column based on the pattern that it was showing from the first cell. So that's called flash fill. Now with autofill,
I'm learning.
if we went to a different one, if I just put in the number like 1, I could just simply click on this and drag it down like so, and it just copies everything down. The other thing you can do, if I put in the number 1 here, if you just double click right on it, and it automatically fills the column base to the same size to the left of it there.
I'm working.
But this can also recognize patterns. So what I mean by this, if I put 1 in the first one and 2 in the next one, and I highlight both like this, and then drag them down, it will continue on with the pattern that it recognized because I highlighted the first 2 cells on this one. This does work with other things like dates. So if I was typing in with months here, if I typed in January and then just simply double click, and it would fill in matching to the next column on this one. I could even put dates on this one. So if I was putting, let's put the year, I did my new videos going to recognize that that's a date, and as it goes down, it's just going to progress
I
like
had
that.
dinner. If y'all want to see what I ate, I'll put it in the
Great
video. I'm going to put
time-saving
up a short
features
later,
just to
okay?
quickly fill in cells.
I did a
and
song
putting
video
that
today,
data.
too. Go ahead.
Here's a very important tip
Did y'all
for you
eat?
if you're new to Excel, and that's understanding the difference between a relative reference cell to a absolute. So now in this case, I'm going to create a formula here, just giving an amount to the quantity and cost here, and I'm going to copy it down. So I'm going to just put in equals this, and I'm going to say multiply by the quantity, and I'm going to get the amount. So this cell right here is a relative reference point here, because if I copy this down, you can see as I click through each one and look at the formula, how it changed. So now it's D5 times C5, and this was D4 to C4.
Just
so
why?
it's
Hey, love your
changing
pups.
as I
Just
popped
going
it
over
down,
some
it's getting the
Excel
correct
videos
formula.
while I'm talking to
Now,
y'all.
if I wanted to apply,
Work
in this
stuff.
case, a discount to this,
I already
so
had dinner
I'm
and brushed my
gonna
teeth.
have,
Hey,
this an equal as my
hey,
formula,
it's me.
and I'm gonna
Hey,
have
Richard.
the amount, and I'm gonna say multiply
Is that Mama?
by this 12%
Or is
discount,
Richard?
and I'm gonna hit
Hi.
enter. So this is correct. It would be 251
I
on
saw
this
the
one.
hey,
but
Mama.
the issue
Why your account
arises
look like
if
that?
I copy this
Love your
down
pups. I saw your short.
like this, you can see I get all these mistakes here. Now what's happening here? So if I click on this one and
Hey,
look
Mama.
at E4 times C1, well that's correct. But if I click on the next spot, it says E5 times C2. Well, C2 is right here. I need to stay on that cell, so I need to stay as an absolute on that one. So
Me?
this is
Oh,
how I
I'm
do
just
that.
going over
So
Excel
if I go
stuff.
back
Sorry,
up
guys.
to this one, I need to
I'm
make
still
sure
listening to y'all,
I
but I'm
put a
looking at
dollar
like some
sign,
Excel stuff.
in front of
Work,
the letter, but
guys.
not only the letter, I need to put it in front of the number 2 to make that an absolute spot. So I need to stay in C all
Okay.
the time.
Okay,
So
I hope you
now,
had a good
if I
day.
copy this down
Just working, guys.
like this, I get all the correct ones. Because now, if I click on it, you can see it's still C1,
30 minutes, just a little bit.
C1, C1. Now,
Thank
the other
you,
one's
Mama.
changing to this, but I needed to make sure I had an absolute cell reference for that second part there. So that's a very important tip, so to help you out.
It's like the
when you're
basics of
creating your
Excel, y'all.
formulas,
If
to
I
make sure
do
you
finance
understand
stuff,
the
I need to
difference
learn
between
Excel.
the relative reference and the absolute point. Let's say you wanted to make your rows the
Oh.
columns and columns your rows. So we're going to transpose. I'm going to use this example of the movies here. We're going to reverse our columns to our rows. So how you do this here is I'm just going to go ahead and select my table like this. And I'm going to copy, right click, copy. And I'm just going to move over and right click. This time go to paste special. So I'm going to click paste special.
okay.
And there you go, right there. You check transpose and this will do the reversal. And I paste it. And you can see we have some formatting that doesn't fit, but like I showed you before, to quickly highlight everything, double click,
Travel to
and now you can see it took the name of the
Do
movies
you
that was in
travel?
this column and
No,
went across.
I don't
rows
network.
across.
I just
So that's how
go
you reverse it or
to people's
transpose it
channels and just
very
support them.
quickly, if you just
Like,
wanted to change the
Lily,
look of your
you,
table that you have.
Shanti,
Let's say you
Diamond,
have a list typed out in, let's say,
and
Word,
others. Like if I see
someone
people
emailed
channel, I
something
just
to you in a list,
like, and
you
then I
want it
just
into an Excel spreadsheet. So here's
I'll
an
say like,
example.
oh,
We're gonna
hi,
take,
you know,
this
or
right
I'm
here. So
new, and I
just
just
gonna
look at the
right-click
content.
and
I don't
copy
network.
this and go
The
over
people who
and
I
paste it
follow, they
into
might say,
my
oh,
worksheet
follow
over
Seville,
here.
but
So
I don't
when you
really do
paste
that. I
it,
just,
it doesn't separate it into different
I never
columns.
really knew
in a
about that
spreadsheet, that's kind of what
until
I want,
now.
so I can
So yeah,
apply
no.
different.
I have a few
different
ladies who are
formulas
on
and
here,
different
and
reference
people
points
on here
inside
know
of the
them.
worksheet.
So yeah, no,
one
I
thing
haven't.
we can do,
I haven't
and I
done
have
it.
it highlighted
I just started
right now,
YouTube, like
is
just
go
started
to
it. So
data and then go ahead
so
and
they-
pick text to column. So I'm going to go ahead
I
and
just
click
talk to
on
the
this
people I
here.
know
And now with
you know,
this, what I'm going to do is
and
I'm
comment
gonna
on
leave it
people's
at
videos that I
limited
see.
here. So characters such as commas and tabs
should
separated
network
each
with
field. So when I cut this one, that's how I
Ah,
have it
okay.
separated is by
Okay.
commas. Now
I've
I'm
never
gonna go
done that.
ahead
I
and
saw
hit
that
next.
you did some
And
things.
what do I have it
And I'm like,
separated
how'd
by
she do that?
with commas? So if you
I'm
don't
still
have it
learning,
selected
so if
already,
you got some
select
comments,
it, and you
we
can
love
see
to.
the
Okay,
specific
well,
comma, it
tell me
separates
how
it
that's
into
supposed to be,
different
and I'll
columns. So if
start
it's
doing
separated
something like
by
that because I know you was
tab
giving
or
me some tips
semicolon, I would
in the
choose
comments.
those. So I'm going to go ahead
I was
and
trying to
hit
keep up
next,
with what you were
and
saying,
I'm going to
adding more
finish on
hashtags.
this one. I'm just going to go ahead and make the
Oh,
adjustment
really?
here.
Wait, what do you
So
you
now
travel
you have
to?
each of
Travel
these
to?
in their own column, and you can start
Yes,
applying
I
maybe
be on your
formulas,
videos if that's what you
to
mean.
this, and this will save you a lot of time rather than having to go to each one and put it into a separate column on your worksheet.
I missed totally what they said.
Let's say you wanted to put some images into your worksheet. Really simple way to do this is through screenshots. So I'm just going to go up to insert. I'm just going to use the worksheet that I have open right now.
Okay, when I
And
go
you can
to
see
a channel,
screenshot
we'll
is
post
right
it.
here. So I'm going to go ahead
Okay.
and click on it.
My
And then
face
I'm going
freaking
to just click on the
What do you
Word
mean
document
travel?
that I have
Meaning
open
like
here
go
that I
from
showed
one
you
channel to
previously,
another?
And it just took a snapshot of that. So the thing I can do to this though, I can still edit this. I can go to it and crop if I wanted a certain
Oh.
part of it cropped, so I can take the
Okay.
handles and move them in, and as soon as I
Okay,
click
so
off,
just
it makes the crop.
like
Now,
like and
what I like
subscribing
to
to
do,
each other's
is,
channels. Is that what you
sometimes
mean?
when I use the screenshot is to select a certain
Is that what you
area.
mean?
So I'm going to go back to insert, to screenshot, and this time I'm going to go to screen clipping. So maybe, and now I have the website open, I just want to take this image, a screen right of this, I'm going to select this area and let go, and now this is
Meaning go
inside
support their
my
channels.
document.
Oh,
So
of
a very
course.
quick way
I
to
would,
get some
definitely.
images right inside to your worksheet. So maybe you want to see where all the formulas are on your worksheet. So just at a glance, you just want to know with each cell where the formula is. So a quick way to do this is to just click on the worksheet you're on and then hold down Control and press tilde. So tilde is right beside my number 1 key to the left. So when you hit Control, hold that down and press tilde, and you can see right away, now I see all the formulas on a worksheet. The nice thing about this is I can just toggle it back and forth. When I press it again, it goes back. At any time, if you knew where the
Okay. Oh, go from channel to channel. Okay, thank you. Okay, I never knew too much about trans equals.
Cell, but I really like that control.
Okay.
Control
Okay,
tool
sound
feature
good.
to
Thank
see
you.
all the cells where the formulas are at once. So I hope you like these 10 tips
Teach me
today. They're
something.
even more at the beginner. I'm going to have more tips that come out to help everybody at different levels inside Excel. Remember, I do have a lot of other tech videos on a lot of different topics, so hit that subscribe button.
I don't know too many
If you thought
people
this
on
was
YouTube
useful
made it
to you,
back.
please
Hey.
share this with a few other people. Hit that like button. Thanks for watching this time, and I'll see you next time here at Teacher's Tech.
So first thing we have to know is how to open the programs, how to save the programs, and how to navigate around the
Hey,
program.
Pinky.
So Excel is going to be a little bit different from Microsoft Word. So let's take a look here at my screen, and you'll notice that I use Excel a lot, so I pin it right there on my taskbar. And so I also have it pinned under the Microsoft Office suite in my start menu. But if you don't know if you have Excel or you don't know how to open Excel, you just press the Windows key and you type EXC, and or you start to type
Hey,
Excel
Pinky, how you
rather,
doing?
and you'll see that it'll pop up if you do have it. So I'm going to click it to open it up. We see that it opens similarly to Word, and then we see along the left side recent documents, and then we see templates over here. I'm going to open up a blank workbook today, that way you can see what it looks like when you open it up. So we see the workbook here. You may have noticed that it also has similar tabs to Word, and so there we go. We see all the tabs up top, and then we see some groups down below, and all of the buttons along the ribbon are here. So we notice that some of the buttons are the same, like increase font size, decrease font size, font colors, all these different things, as well as some alignment buttons are the same, but we see a lot of different buttons that are a lot of buttons that are different. So go ahead and just get yourself familiar with all of these different buttons. But today I'm not really going to show you too much about tasks in Word. I'm going to show you about how to navigate around this program. So it's a lot different from Microsoft Word. Microsoft Word, you click somewhere, you type, you look at your formatting, and it's pretty self-explanatory.
Right.
With Microsoft Excel, you're dealing with cells. So inside of Microsoft Excel, we see all of these different letters up top, A, B, C, D, so on and so forth. These are called your columns, and they go all the way down. If you click on each of the letters or the space next to the letters, you're going to see that it will choose those columns as you click. Then we see over here, 1, 2, all the way down, we see these are your rows over here. So as we click along those, it'll move along those rows as well. So if I wanted to click on an area inside of, say, column C and along row 5, that would put me right here at C5, which we can see listed right up here in our name box. And the great part about that is that this is called a cell. So column C, row 5 takes us to cell C5. So as you navigate around this program, you're going to want to type within these cells. So I'm just going to type, let's say the word calculator here. Okay, oops, calculator. Now, as I type calculator, all I have to do is just start typing after I click on the cell, and it'll start to type. Now, if I want to move to the right, I press tab, and that'll move me to column D. So then here I'm going to type pencil. All right. Now, I mentioned earlier that tab moves us to the right. Also, the right arrow will move you to the right. Okay. And then here I will type pen. Okay. Now, to go down, you would just press enter, and that'll take you down. Okay. So that enter takes you down, or the down arrow will take you down. left arrow takes you to the left, up arrow takes you up. Now the reason
You
that
guys
I
can
say
talk to me
use
if you want.
tab and enter instead of using the arrow directional keys is because let's say that we had calculator, pencil, and pen, and we had to put prices for each of them below on say different dates. Let's go January. How much are we paying for a calculator in January, February, so on and so forth, and let's say March too. Okay, and I fill in these dates, and let's just say I fill them all down, and I'll show you how to do these tricks later on. But let's say I wanted to just fill in the data here, right? How much did each of these cost? All right, and I need to fill in the data in that area. Well, I would just start to fill in the data, and I'm pressing tab in between each one, and obviously these are very expensive prices for pencils and pens, but you get the point. And so I type in all of those things. Now if I press enter, after the third one, it's actually going to take me down to the next row.
Nice.
So I prefer tab and enter as opposed to left and right, because if I type all this data using left and right, and then I get to here, then I have to press down, left, 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 and it just takes extra time. So again, tab and enter are going to be your main way of entering data, and the directional arrows will just help you kind of move around the different cells, in addition to just clicking on the cells themselves. In order to highlight cells, you just click within a cell, and you drag all the way over and down to whatever range you want. Okay? So that's how you move within the cells. I'm going to go over plenty of tips throughout this playlist and tutorial to where you're going to be navigating around this program very, very easily. However, this particular one is just to show you exactly what I showed you, just the backdrop, what it looks like, what these, what Excel, how it functions, how to move around the program, very, very basic. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to save this file. So here's how you save in Excel. You go to File tab, and you go to Save As. If you're saving it for the first time, you just click Save As, and you go right here to Browse. And I'm just going to save this one on my desktop for now, and I'll just call it Book 1. Alright, and then I press Save, and that's how you save your Excel workbook. So this tutorial is going to, or this playlist rather, is going to cover a bunch of different things in Microsoft Excel, as well as whatever video requests you have. So if you have a request for a video, put it in the comment section. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Again, this channel is user driven, so really whatever you guys want to learn in these programs, I'm happy to make a video on it. So go ahead and make a request if you have one. Thank you for watching.
Okay, thank you for explaining. Thank you for explaining. Thank you for explaining. Okay. Let me go ahead and find some more videos of his because he's going to very well. Go ahead and find what he had. Faster. Oh, goodness.
In this video, we're going to talk about 10 functions that are typically used in Excel. So the first one that we're going to go over is
double tap the screen, guys, to like the live. I get 8 likes, so I appreciate y'all so much. The people who liked. And for the people who didn't, why not? I appreciate you. Pinky, praying for better days. Beyond the love your pups. Mama, Brooklyn, and Xavier.
And 49.
I just want to see this.
If you want to find the average,
ooh, I'm learning something.
Average, parentheses, and then highlight the column of data.
Okay.
And type in equal sum, parentheses, and then highlight the column that you want to find the sum of. And so the sum of those numbers is 429. And just like before, if we want to, we can just find the sum of two numbers. Let's say 50 and 125. 50 plus 125 is 175. You can also type in equal 50 plus 125. And as you can see, you'll get the same answer. Now let's say if you want to find the sum of three numbers, you can type in equal sum 100, 200, 300. And that will give you 600. Or you can write it this way, equal 100 plus 200 plus 300. And so there's different ways in which you can add up numbers using the sum function. And so that's the second function that we're going to talk about in this video. Now, the third function is going to be the sum if function. So let's compare that with the sum function. The sum function allows us to calculate the sum of a range of values. Let's say if we want to find basically the sum of all of these vehicles, we can just use the sum form. But let's say if we want to use the sum if form, how will that help us?
Yeah, how would that help you?
Let's highlight this particular cell. So I'm gonna give it a yellow color. So let's say if we want to find the sum of only the Mazda vehicles. So we don't want to find the sum of all these numbers, but just basically a selected sum. We want to find the sum of a certain element in this list. So what we need to do is type in equal sum if parentheses, and then we need to select a range. So the range.
Oh yes, you can talk to me. I'm just kind of.
The
That's fine. You can talk to me.
And then comma the
Can I
criteria
go back?
will be based on
Cause I didn't.
whatever it
say that.
is in this cell.
You can talk to me. I don't.
So let's
I don't
compare
mind.
basically. I'm gonna give it a yellow color. So let's say if we want to find the sum of only the Mazda vehicles. So we don't want to find the sum of all these numbers, but just basically a selected sum. We want to find the sum of a certain element in this list. So what we need to do is type in equal sum if parentheses, and then we need to select a range. So the range will be the car type, and then comma the criteria will be based on whatever it is in this cell, cell B14, and then comma the sum range. So these are the numbers that we wish to add. Close parentheses, enter. This should be the car type actually, instead of Mazda. Now we're going to put the word Mazda in this cell. And so notice that we get the total sum of all the Mazda vehicles.
That was weird.
So that's 125 plus 142 plus 425.
That was very weird.
And you can check it. If you type in equals sum 125, comma 142, comma
That was very strange. Thank you for hitting the like button.
it will give you 692.
How you doing?
Now, all the Mazda vehicles. So
Well,
that's
that was
125 plus
Hey,
142
hey,
plus
Vika, how you
425.
doing?
And you can check
Hey,
it.
I'm just going
If
on
you
some
type in
late night
equals sum
working.
125, comma 142, comma
It's
425.
9:30, so you know I'm about to get off.
it will give you
I'll still
692.
get that later.
Now you can change it. Let's say if we want to find the sum of the Honda vehicles, it's automatic.
I wish I could stay at home tomorrow. Maybe I could ask my manager. Oh no, you alright. Everybody needs to look after their mental health, if that's what you're saying. I'm not gonna say nothing to you. No. Sorry if I ignored you. Hayden, how you doing, Mika? Did you watch the live from before? I'm not gonna say I look mad. Let me read your message again. Praying for better days, but I was definitely trying to make a point, and my point was going around people's head. But yeah, what time is it now? It's 9:35. Tosh. Hey, Eva. I'll see if she'll let me stay at home so I can get my sleep. I'm playing good. What's up? Hey, kid, how you doing? What else I need? I'm kind of tired. Hey, Cotton. Anything else I need? Yeah, I am kind of tired. I'm doing my red meat chicken sliders and sweet potato fries. So, trying to see if I can go. So I can just not go to the office. Because my manager don't have to go, then why should I have to? You know? Thank you for liking the live. Well, I guess I'm gonna call it a night. Let y'all talk for a little bit. Let me go ahead and get myself together. Oh, get myself together. I'm making sure you will in good spirit. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Ken. I appreciate you. Today I had a pretty okay day. It got kind of busy. You know, at the end of the month with accounting, it does get busy. This is the busiest I've been at this new job. So it is busy. You missed my painting from yesterday. This is what I painted. Little trees with a star. I'm gonna go ahead and lay down because I'm tired, guys. I'm tired, so I'm gonna go ahead and lay down. I already brushed my teeth, I already ate. So I'm gonna lay down for a little bit and muster up the courage to take a shower. Hopefully, I don't have to go to the office. Because a lot of people are not at the office. Why do I have to go? Everybody named my man at the office. I shouldn't have to go either. Only a few people. I asked her, can I stay at home? Sure. Alright, y'all, I'm tired. I'm about to lay down for a little second and then get back up, take a shower. Bye, Cotton. I uploaded some videos. I'm about to lay down because I'm tired. I can't do it no more. It's 9:41. I've been up since 6 in the morning. See y'all, okay? Bye. Thank you.